Uh, she said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Kataki got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
You know what's interesting? Do you know who voices Apollo's clips, like voice clips in this game?
Huh?
J.P. Kellums.
Who's that?
He used to work for Capcom, and then he moved on to work for Platinum as their PR representative, social media guy.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. So wait,
Almost...
did Platinum end up taking like a lot more Capcom people than just ones that worked at Clover?
Yeah, a lot of people migrated over to Platinum later.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't really...
Interesting.
I mean, I guess it would make sense that Platinum would slowly accumulate employees since their founding. That just makes sense. But like, yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Basically every single character in these early games, like Dual Destiny's on, they start hiring like professional anime voice actors to do the lines and whatever. Yeah. But including getting Troy Baker for a single line in Dual Destiny, which is really weird.
Really? That was probably before Troy Baker was like a really big name though, right?
No, it was post Last of Us. It was 2013.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's wild.
It's nuts. Like he voices Prosecutor Blackquill in 5, and he has 2 lines, silence and objection, and that's it.
Jesus.
Silence.
So Troy Baker voices 2 words.
Yep. Which is funny because he doesn't sound anything like Blackwell's actually written.
No, because Troy Baker just sounds like Troy Baker.
Yeah, like the way that Blackwell's written is like he's got like even though he's a weeaboo samurai, he's got like a British accent. Yeah, and not like the same kind of posh one that Edgeworth has, kind of like a grungy punk one.
He's Cockney.
Yeah, he's more like a punk rocker kind of, I guess you would say.
Oh.
Like the voice I'm planning on doing for him is kind of like this, like he talks like this.
What do you mean you're gonna do for him?
Because he's insanely hot. I'm not letting you do him.
Oh, fuck! God damn it! Okay, fine. Fine.
Listen, you get Athena.
You can do accents better anyway. It's fine.
Plus, you're doing Athena.
Also, I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I guess that. I guess that means I.
You
Wait, I have
you
Phoenix.
get to voice 2 of the main characters.
I have Phoenix and Athena. I assume.
Well, unless you want to be talking to yourself for the majority of the game.
Yeah, that's fair. It's very fair.
All right, let's go back to that. Order. Did it? I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait.
Huh? Miss Tiala?
It's true that sure was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about walking and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What?
She hid the truth from us, this is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
Yeah, otherwise what's the point of adding it to her testimony, dude?
I was so close.
You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Nothing happened at all. Nothing happened at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
The lamp is weird, right? Because it looks like there's blood on it.
It's something even weirder.
Oh, there's a bullet?
Yeah.
There was a bullet in the safe.
There was a bullet in the safe?
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office.
But we don't know when that got there, though. Oh, but we can do a ballistics test on it and see if it's from the same gun.
Take a look at this.
What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. Wow, rude.
This bullet was found in the Miraculous Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe.
Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
First, be the one who explained rifling marks to us. The pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder.
Now that I think about it, it makes sense that we couldn't do ballistics on this because, like, that would require an entire lab, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Not just something we can keep in our pocket. Not bad, hair forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
Wow, Clavier was genuinely impressed.
Yeah. 30 minutes later.
Rifling marks on both bullets are identical. Aw, hell yeah, dude. We got her.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. The pistol was fired in that office on that day, and at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained a top-secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus?
Oh, wait, that means the second bullet that was fired was that bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Administering Shaw. In order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Get fucked, lady.
Order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
God, this is completely unprecedented, isn't it, Mr. Judge?
This only happens in Phoenix Wright adjacent cases.
That's fair.
Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Katakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on his fortune?
Oh! Why do they need all that money, though?
That's what she was thinking.
Oh! Hi. You keep talking trash about my Alita? And I'll sue you, lawyer man! I'm your defense!
Huh? Me?
Yeah! You said you'd abuse my Alita!
I think you mean accuse.
Same difference! Well, you can't have her! She's mine! It was me! I shot that doctor! Me! He left me to die, so I left him to die too! There in that park!
Waki. Just cool down a second, please.
You keep your hands up my Alita, or I'll... Uh-oh. Oh, she's going full mask off, ain't she?
Miss Tiala?
I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement? I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita, your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is really what you're after?
That's right. I wanted the money. No way! That's whack! I ain't trying to hear that! Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me.
Accuse.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Trucy.
You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, You could have taken walkies. You'd think you'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, it was me, I shot him.
That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation, but the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What? What point? Certainly the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh! You see? The chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Ah!
He's right. Miss Tiala.
Did fucking... Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, that's true. Did somebody fucking break into that office to put the chart back? Yes.
It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Get her ass.
You suck, in fact.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Oh, that's the judge?
Don't forget.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
We've proven that you were at the Rat's clinic on the day after the crime.
Why is that like that? I bet that first line was probably supposed to be Apollo.
It was supposed to be, for sure. His mouth moved during it.
Yeah. And also he slammed his fist, which typically denotes the start of a dialogue.
That's what I do in real life when I talk to.
Yeah, I do that too.
I slam my fist.
Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime? Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. Why'd you bring that up?
What an odd thing to say.
Why did you bring that up?
How'd she know?
You shouldn't have brought that up. You're so bad at this.
You went back later?
That chart was dangerous, you understand. I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, and then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
Ah, that was you?
Oh, so that was her.
Yep.
Okay, so clearly she didn't put it back then.
So the question remains, why didn't she take it?
Why didn't she take it? Huh. That was you two? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
Yeah.
Look at me moments.
Fancy
again.
that. Okay. Why did she mention where the bullet in his head was? Why did she do that?
Why indeed?
Why'd you bring that up? Hey, that's a weird thing to say.
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes?
So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here.
No, he wasn't.
Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. Nathan turned his head to look, and it was shot.
Did you forget that whole thing, Judge?
He's an old man, give him some slack. That testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. He was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly attorney.
What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. That's not... Hey, Trucy?
At least eat a cereal bar.
At least eat cereal or something, yeah. Like, what the fuck? Well, man, it's just one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
What a great out of context phrase.
Yeah.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Then why didn't you show us, Hair Forehead?
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness, Panties Guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the shooter shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is.
Walkie-talkie was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Palmaractus was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot at the victim?
At the killer mark.
That's not possible.
So, we're just assuming that that's not where Walkie was standing?
No, that was where Walkie was standing, but he couldn't have shot Maractus from there.
Yeah, but we're just assuming that Walkie did it.
I mean, he is the K mark for the purposes of this, but you're asking if Walkie wasn't the killer, where was the killer standing when they shot Maractus?
Someplace else.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Xavier interrupts the bar.
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes.
Eh?
Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Hell yeah! Like so.
The double penalty.
He can just do that?
You can just do that.
Her forehead wishes to take us in a new direction? Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time.
Are you sure, Apollo?
He is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. We believe that, and we know where he stood. And the victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here.
Behind the cart. Right?
Give it a try.
That's the only place that... Wait. The fucking print!
But it would have been possible to shoot him from there. He was shot right in the right temple.
So, like... So it has to be here. In the cart?
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala.
What do you mean?
Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. When the victim turned to look in this direction, a shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no.
The judge is actually, it's like the judge is actually experiencing it.
I didn't think he would say it.
Yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand.
Can I? Oh, yeah, you could. Wait, how would she have gotten in it?
Well, think about
We'll
what
find out.
you found at the clinic.
Order! 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 So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Oh. Let's think about this a little bit more, shall we? You see the killer was inside the noodle stand? Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Yes, I can prove that. I can prove that.
Well, too bad.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad, baby.
Got it right here. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in that noodle stand.
So, how do I show him the footprints? Oh, the slippers?
Yeah. The Miraculous Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand.
ah,
Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper.
Just to add insult to injury.
In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
get wrecked!
Let's go!
Let's fucking do it! Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram. The park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. The slipper wouldn't leave a trace on the cobblestone path.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground?
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point. Someone hidden in that stand?
Apollo! I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand.
So... Bull?
Ball.
Bull?
Ball.
Bull?
Ball.
Bull?
Ball.
This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's Noodles noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Miraculous Clinic. A large quantity of noodles bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldoon was very clear about these bowls.
Yeah. Stop doing flashbacks.
Why did it hit my flashback?
It's a mobile game, remember? They're gonna do flashbacks for people who haven't played in like a week.
Yeah.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Miraculous Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alina Tiala.
Stop! Oh shit. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
I would like to remind the victim of the... sorry, I messed up that line super hard.
You did. It's fine.
This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witnesses both had a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
And please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand? And what was Alina Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case.
Is she taking her fucking pulse there?
No, she's doing something.
What is she
Fiddling.
doing? What is that? What? Huh? That night I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over.
Oh, he already knows.
He does know already. So what is that? Let me click it. 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 What is this? What is that? What are you doing here?
Gotcha!
Not doing anything.
What?
If there's like, it'll never be static. The nervous tells are always in animation.
Oh. What the fuck?
So try a different statement or a different time.
It goes by sentences on each statement.
Okay, wait, hold on. She had a second one of those, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Very weird mechanic. That's gotta be it.
Alright. Dinner time for me, so I'll be back later.
Alrighty.
Traffic ain't over yet.
Oh,
Look at that.
now she's fidgeting.
Exactly. So yeah, you've always got to look for the animation.
Alright, cool.
All I did was talk and lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him. Yet, you can't even hide your own nervous twitch when you say that.
My Twitch? What are you talking about?
You have a habit of scratching the area around of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What? What?
This is working better than I'd hoped. Like, this is a real technique that real lawyers use in court, eh?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like, it seems like bullcrap, but like, no, it does
No,
totally make
no,
sense.
I mean,
like, hey, why do you...
I mean, this is also like FBI agents do this shit, right? Like
Yeah.
you just read like body language and facial cues and stuff like that. Like, that's how this shit works.
Yeah. Her unconscious actions tell a truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what's really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you?
Why?
It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone's trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Miraculous Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened.
Lamb?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again.
Did he fucking choke her out with the cord?
There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think we can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf.
Yeah, please do. Oh, well. She got.
Objection!
What? Why? This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Did we seem to have drifted off target?
We'll find out soon enough about drifting. As soon as the witness removes your scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You're gonna order me to remove.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. Fuck yeah. Get her.
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala?
He attacked her.
Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Miraculous Clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lamp in the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. He tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. And that's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic.
Ugh. Hello? Why is her top flapping?
Because it's magic.
Sure, okay.
Order! 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 Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything.
I laughed so hard at this CG because she's in the I won't hesitate bitch stance.
Yes, she is. Oh. Do you want to voice Maractus? I guess it's probably just one line. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished.
Why does that inflection sound familiar?
I don't know. Leaving me holding a short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You.
You're kind of doing a little bit of Heath Ledger's Joker, I think.
Am I? I'm not trying to.
I think you were.
And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Wow, what the fuck? Maractus was serious, deadly serious.
Like she is an asshole. Like she is an evil person, but I don't really blame her for what she did.
No, I don't either, actually. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. I love Trucy's little determined sprite. It's so cute.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now?
Yeah.
I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand? But how could I? Oh, fuck. What was the face?
That's a shock sprite.
That's a weird face he's making.
He makes a lot of weird faces.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen his face during his sweating expression?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the miraculous clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for the events that day, true.
Wait.
Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
Objection!
There we go. What? Clavier did it? Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Palmeractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know.
What? She was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been edged for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Huh? Alita Tiala half dead. Dr. Maracas pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you?
But yeah, Clavier totally threw the case away for you again there.
Yeah.
She was about to walk free, because not so fast.
Yeah, what the fuck? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Fine, I only wish to know the truth.
Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walker saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maracus some of his own medicine.
And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the miraculous clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maracus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Lady Tiala, perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his Oh my god! He put her in the noodle. That's why he stole it. Holy shit. I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, hair, forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maracus do? Maybe he did think he killed Lady Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? That's his next move, Dr. Maracus. Stole Guy Aldoon's noodle stand.
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belong inside that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Ah, wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie-Talkie?
I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. The spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently the defense is an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the sand. Here, please show us on the diagram.
What? Is this a river?
No, that's the Kataki mentioned.
Oh. I don't fucking know.
Oh, no, sorry, that is a river.
Is that a river?
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong part of the map.
Ah.
There, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein.
I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala.
Ugh.
And then, the denouement. Wesley Stigler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, in that instant, they're really proud of this 3D animation.
They
They're
really
close to
are.
the
We've seen it
goddamn-
so many times.
Oh, just get ready for our next case.
What?
Surprise, bitch.
So, I shot him?
You were the only one who could have stolen Lockie's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala,
Nice work.
you mean I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Where of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Hair for its errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of the Hair Doctor's car.
His car?
That's right! The Maractus Clinic has the big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh? Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. He ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car,
Ugh.
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
No! No.
Okay. What the fuck?
Order! 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 Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Is it a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice? Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
He wants Apollo to win?
Hey, he didn't give a damn about victory or, like, fame, because he was already a rich, successful rock star.
Okay, so why would Maractus not use his car?
Remember
I mean-
what Plagier said when he met you yesterday?
Did he do that on fucking purpose?
Who knows?
Come on, no way.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction cast doubt upon your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
The car didn't run.
I have an article. Why did I say article?
Why'd you say
It's
article?
all coming together.
I was gonna mention it, but like...
My brain's in journalism mode still. I was working all day. That night, Dr. Marcus couldn't use his car.
Ha! No, you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you could show us some evidence. Show us proof of why the car couldn't run that night. It all comes back to this.
It all comes
Let's
full
see now.
circle.
Let's see now. Panties again.
All sorts of things come out of my panties. Trucy! Even the truth.
Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of those panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act.
Snatcher?
A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Miraculous Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yeah, funny that. Yeah, we... Yeah. Your hog?
You cranked your hog?
You cranked your hog? That's wild. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Is that true?
Yeah.
Huh. My, how interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatchers snuck into the miraculous garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What? That's why Dr. Maracus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Well, Miss Tiala?
You just did that fucking guitar solo for Flourish?
Yep. This wraps up your doubts quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Oh. Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. The pain, my throat's burning. What? Oh, that's Maractus.
What's your problem?
You, Doc! I know what you did! What, Waki? You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man!
Wait, let me explain.
Fine. I'll give you your last request.
Yeah, I think the air guitar animation is legit like the animation with, I think after Mr. Hat, the animation with the most frames in this entire game.
It's really elaborate. It's really good.
I have the art book for Apollo Justice, and just the air guitar animation takes up a full page by itself.
That's
it's like 30
wild.
frames.
That's really good. Hi, Cookie.
Hello.
Tried to make it quick.
It's okay.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
Oh, no! He'll ruin everything! I have to stop him.
Cease this at once, you two.
Why does that look like a shot from like a James Bond movie?
I know, it's very stylish.
Looks like the inverse of the Shadow's house.
God, Trucy's like thinking portrait is really good too. Why is Trucy so cute?
Phoenix's daughter.
Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. Oh, alright.
She seems alright with it.
She's a good loser.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Yeah?
I believe in you. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you. Wow! Fuck off!
That's
She
so
trusted
nasty.
you to do the opposite of what you expected.
Yeah.
She wanted an amateur, and she got friggin' Apollo goddamn Justice.
She fucking did, didn't she?
Like, this dude took down his mentor, who's never lost a case, as his first case.
Yeah.
Like, of course, he's friggin' hardened already.
God. It's bad luck for her, I guess.
Yeah. I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
He's fine.
I think you already know. I figured out she was a killer a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Clearly.
So did they ever say who was driving the car at the moment that Phoenix got run over?
That was Maractus going to the clinic to just try to destroy the evidence.
Ah, right.
Huh?
Alita contacted him to let him know that Waki knew about the bullet.
Oh, so that happened before. Okay.
Yeah.
So he arrived
Like
at the
you-
clinic, they met, and then Stickler was in the garage clogging the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the toilet.
Got it. Something the matter, hair, forehead?
Looks like it's time to announce a verdict.
Hell yeah!
Not guilty.
Yeah, Waki. Look at that cool jacket.
Look at that awesome, cool
Emma-
jacket.
I think
What is
Emma
it,
made a
Jeremy?
confetti machine.
Yeah, Emma's the one throwing the confetti now.
Yeah, she made a confetti machine.
Just grinds up her snackoos and sparkles them over the crowd.
Yeah.
Edible confetti.
Great job, Apollo, you did it!
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. What?
That's you.
Ah. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes! Or to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy head attorney with a death wish!
Enough, Waki.
Ooh.
Mr. Kataki.
high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up to life, trying to become some kind of businessman?
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot.
Eh? What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman? So this is America. Think of the most expensive
The
thing you could
bill.
possibly need.
The fucking bill, dude.
Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
Yeah. Of course that's what it was. She doesn't mean... You aren't really... Are you?
Finally, we get the normal sprite for him as a
We
reward.
get the normal sprite.
An entire case of posing and posturing, and finally we get to see him as a normal person.
Yeah, that's good.
I searched the globe and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but we got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was a gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you and I didn't want to do it clean.
Oh, you gonna cry? Wait, what the fuck?
The smallest eyes you've ever seen.
They were his eyebrows!
Please understand, Walkie.
Does that mean that he's had his eyes closed this entire time?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I mean.
What the fuck? Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Waki? Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. Try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. He's bad at handling emotions, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a
it's
tsundere.
it's almost sweet that he's like about to cry.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
He's so emotionally touched that his parents are willing to throw away everything they built just for him.
Yeah. My Waki!
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki, I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words. But I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who, me? I don't think...
Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky lime pie.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude!
The key line.
He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
I love this family a lot. They're very good.
They're a very good family.
Yeah, they're great.
And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, just when do I work at your agency?
Oh, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
Huh. Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that I still need answers.
Whoa.
Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why? To claim my reward from Mr. Eldoon.
Hey.
Salty noodles, alright. You got a stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him.
Apollo fucking hates Mr. Hat.
Hates Mr. Hat.
I love how in the animation where he pops up, you can see her pull the lever behind her cape.
Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, we have to
And
save.
then she moves the lever to make him talk.
Oh, it's so good. That was a good case.
Yeah,
Everyone had
unfortunately,
moves.
Unfortunately, is the next one not good?
Unfortunately,
I think it's probably the worst one next to Big Top.
What?
It's not
it's
like
the most
gross.
contrived case in the series.
It's not gross like Big Top, but it's probably the worst story-wise in that some of the logic, not some of, a lot of the logic just makes no goddamn sense. And Shutakumi did not apologize for Terma Big Top, he apologized for this case.
Oh my god! That has to be worse than Big Top.
In a retrospective on this case, he said a lot of people had trouble figuring out some of the logic of this case, and I feel like I should have done a better job of writing the characters' motivations and explanations so that it would track better. So I'm sorry for anyone that was confused because of my own writing shortcomings.
Damn. Okay, that's gonna be a miserable one to do, isn't it?
It's not great, but the last episode.
I feel like I might at least, like, now that I have this warning, and I'm not going into it completely blind, it might be interesting to experience it, having, like, played so much Ace Attorney already, and, like, seeing how a case can be really, really bad.
Yeah.
I think I will find it at least interesting, if not enjoyable.